Suspended public protector Adv.Busisiwe Mkhwebane has suffered yet another legal blow in her bid to resume her job.
The Western Cape High Court dismissed her urgent application to be reinstated immediately. Last month, the same court reviewed and set aside President Cyril Ramaphosa's decision to suspend her.
Now, Mkhwebane asked the High Court to allow her to return to work pending confirmation of the High Court ruling by the Constitutional Court.
Mkhwebane is engaged in a protracted legal battle in an attempt to keep a job. She won a legal victory last month when the Western Cape High Court declared her suspension by Ramaphosa to be invalid and unlawful. However, the Constitution demands that a High Court decision against the conduct of a president must be confirmed by the Constitutional Court. In its ruling, the full bench stressed that its September judgment must be confirmed by the Court for it to be effective. The court also clarified that the judgment would not apply retrospectively, but would need to be confirmed by the Court. It said that there was no need for it to state categorically in its September judgment that the ruling would have to be confirmed by the Court. It also points out that appeals to its judgment by the DA and the President were lodged shortly after the judgment and over a weekend. In a veiled criticism of the opposing parties, the three judges said they expected parties to know that the Court must confirm judgments relating to the conduct of constitutional invalidity by the President. Mkhwebane's attorneys, Sianego attorneys, say they are still taking instruction from their client. Mkhwebane has been ordered to pay the DA's legal costs for the application.
The Democratic Alliance feels vindicated by the ruling of the Western Cape High Court to dismiss Public Protector Adv.Busisiwe Mkhwebane's request for reinstatement to his position. We also welcome the fact that she's been ordered to pay nearly all of the costs in this case.
Presidential spokesperson Vincent Magwenya could not be immediately reached for comment. Tulelani Philip, SABC News, Cape Town.
All right, the suspended public protector Adv.Busisiwe Mkhwebane joins us now for her reaction to the ruling. Thank you so much, Advocate Mkhwebane, for your time. Let's start with your reaction to the ruling.
Thank you so much, Bongiwe. My reaction is that, we have confidence in the legal system, and I was not expecting this outcome. But then I would want to indicate, Bongiwe, that remember this judgment or the decision of the Western Cape High Court, which has been appealed by the DA and the President, still stands. And I think we remember that that judgment was very clear that the President's action to suspend me was retaliatory, unlawful, and was tainted with bias and improper motive. And we know that that was as a result of me issuing those questions about the Phala investigation, and the issue of being biased. So I think I would say the outcome, I was not expecting it, especially from the Western Cape High Court, and because that was not very clear in their judgment. And you remember that the judgment was saying it was effective from the 9th of September. And I must indicate, Bongiwe, that my main aim is that I'm sitting at home now. It's 4 months, and it's not in my nature to just sit and earn a salary. I would have wanted to go back to serve the South Africans. And I don't think it's in my nature just to sit and not do anything, being paid a salary. So I want to serve South Africans.
So the full bench, though, says that, of course, this matter still needs to go to the Constitutional Court for finality as the final decision on whether or not the conduct of the President is unconstitutional rests with that particular court. And the bench saying also that they didn't need to be explicit in this particular regard, kind of hinting that they expected this this to be something that is obvious, I suppose, to all the parties here. But I see that you are also disagreeing with that, even in your notice to file leave to appeal.
Yes, definitely. We are filing the notice to appeal that particular judgment. And another issue is that the cost issue, I think it's a little bit unfair on us, and especially after the Democratic Alliance, which you know that they are the ones who are hell-bent to make sure that I am not returning to the office. They are the ones who even filed unnecessary documents, which took a lot of time for the court and wasted the court's time. But that is a surprising element for us, but that will be ventilated in court. As you've seen, we are going back to the Western Cape High Court to apply for leave to appeal to the Supreme Court of Appeal. But if the judgment is not issued or the decision is not issued before the 24th of November, we are hopeful that the same matter will then be ventilated at the Constitutional Court. And I think what is very critical is that, unfortunately, yes, the court and the DA, the president, they feel that I should just be sitting at home and not serving the public. And Bongiwe, unfortunately for South Africans as well, or fortunately, is that I've managed to serve them for the past 6 years. On the 15th of October, I'm starting, 16th actually, because I was appointed on the 15th. I'm starting my 7th year as the public protector, which is my final year. And I was hoping that I would make sure that Vision 2023 is finally materializing, but I think we've done a lot as a team.
I have two questions here, but I'll start with this one. We spoke to an analyst here on the show who says that whether or not you are trying to be reinstated at this particular moment, you saying that you want to serve members of the public, you want to go back to your office, it may be difficult because you're facing an inquiry into your fitness to hold office, and there could be further questions that arise as to why do you need to be in office, and of course, you may still need to, according to some, be suspended. How do you respond to what Mr. Benedict Phiri had to say?
I think the correct wording, I'm suspended, Bongi, where you speak as if reinstatement is something different, as if I was dismissed and I want to be reinstated in my position. I'm still the public protector, and again, let that sink to South Africans that I'm not the person who will just sit at home. And others are saying, but why worry? Why not sit at home? You are getting paid, you are getting all your benefits. That's not in my nature. And I think the Section 194 committee, remember we applied for the recusal of the chairperson, we raised those 12 points, and we are waiting for the decision of the chairperson. We were supposed to receive that by last week. We have not received that. We are awaiting that as well. And as well on that one, we will hear how the process goes. And I've seen as well, there were issues which were raised by other parties about even the competence of the current evidence leader, Advocate Bauer. So those are the issues which will still have to be ventilated. But Bongiwe, let me just say again that I'm still the public protector of South Africa, and I'm not dismissed. I'm still serving. It's so unfortunate that I'm made to sit at home by the DA, by the president, and for me to be sitting at home and earning my salary instead of serving South Africans. And there's no damage which is going to be happening, because at the end of the day, then it means they don't want the country, or they don't want clean governance. It's so disappointing anyway for the country as well. I mean, I've seen we've been appointed to act as the chairperson of the Human Rights Council, but then you find a country which is treating a Chapter 9 institution like how the current administration is treating the public protector.
So are you still confident, because you've said you are before, that you'll finish your term?
Yes, Bongiwe, my term is ending. As I said to you, on the 16th of October, I'm starting my 7th year in the office. Those who understand is the year of rest, is the year of completion, and Vision 2023 has been achieved. The achievements are unmatched, what we've done for South Africans and under my leadership with 3 clean audits, first time in the history of this institution.
So the inquiry, you alluded to it, of course, you're still waiting for that particular decision. What happens then? Because I was looking at, the points you were raising, those 12 points. What happens if they don't, agree with you that the chair must recuse himself and the MP, Milam, must also, not be part of that particular committee? Could we see this matter go to court?
We will exercise our right. It's a constitutional state, this one. I mean, it's so concerning, Bongiwe, that the chairperson, the comments he made even before the start of the commission, which we said we are participating in the commission, in the inquiry, because we want this process to be over and done with. And I mean, the worst part was that the chairperson, even a worst criminal, is not treated like how I'm treated, when he knew that I'm sick and saying he doesn't care, and he proceeded and allowed even members of the committee and those who even continued to even ask questions, irrespective of the fact that I'm not there, I'm not listening, because I should have been present. I mean, as well, allowing Mr. Melham to be part of the committee, being the spouse of Mazone, who was the complainant in the matter. Where is the issue of, unbiased? And I mean, the process should be fair, and we will exercise our right when that time comes. And Bongiwe, this is done for the benefit of making sure that my successors or any Chapter 9 institution or constitutional institution is not treated willy-nilly, as if, if this country can treat the public protector constitutional institution like this, what about ordinary South Africans, people who can't exercise their rights? But then I think that has to be ventilated, and if it comes to a push, yes, we will have to exercise our rights.
Advocate Mkhwebane, I'm told we're almost out of time, but I can't let you go without asking you about something that also, is also in the public domain. I wonder, though, let's start with this question. Are you a member of any political party?
I'm not a member of any political party. Remember, when I was interviewed, I was very clear. I'm apolitical. I'm not belonging to any political party. And as the public protector, I'm still serving as the public protector, and I will continue to serve. And as the public protector, you can't belong to any political party. So that is very clear what I'm currently doing. And Bongiwe, if you can check all the reports we've issued, all the investigations we've issued across political lines. Yes. We are not, preferring one party to the other. It's so unfortunate that then there will be narrations which are perpetuated out there, not reported honestly and fair. And thank you to SABC for giving me this opportunity to put issues into perspective.
And thank you for taking our call. But let me tell you why I'm asking you that question. I'm sure you've seen this. The same branch that nominated former President Jacob Zuma for the position of chair towards the December conference says you are the best candidate to serve as Deputy Secretary General for the ANC. Why would they decide to pick your name? How do you respond to that? Because you say that you don't belong to any political party.
I think it will be fair for you to ask the chairperson of that particular branch or the branch members why they've decided in that. I mean, people are hungry for ethical leadership. People would want people who will represent them, people who are out there wanting service delivery, wanting accountability, wanting clean governance, Bongiwe. So I wouldn't speak for them. I think that should be addressed with them. But then as the current public protector, I'm still serving as the public protector, and I'm not in any way vying for any political position, because I'm not even a member of any political party.
So in 10 seconds, then, you're confident that you'll be granted this leave to appeal?
I'm confident, Bongiwe, because, if you see the first judgment where the judges were very clear about how the process unfolded, how I was treated unfairly, how the president's action was retaliatory, unlawful, and full of bias, and especially being the person who suspended me. And hence, I'm saying we will be celebrating 6 year. In fact, we will be entering the 7th year. But then I would also then continue to say to South Africans, I'm here to serve you. Unfortunately, I'm being attacked as if I'm this criminal, I'm this person who's stolen monies. But at the end of the day, history has no blank pages, because unfortunately then you find the media, some in the media who are continuously and perpetuating this wrong narration and attack on me.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Do appreciate it. Let's see then if you are granted that leave to appeal. That was suspended Public Protector Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane.